Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem. This is the very first spot that I preached when I got here in June on my 7th trip. And this is the same area where I preached Isaiah 53 5 years ago when I had several death threats and almost a riot. And so I went up that hill 5 years ago to the McDonald's because I was being followed, and I went inside the McDonald's and had to eat. And when the Jewish man that had followed me was looking at his phone, I escaped out the side door, ran up the hill to my hostel to hide. So when I came later that year to Israel to preach, I avoided Jerusalem. Earlier this year, I was in contact with somebody in Israel, and they were watching a lot of my videos, and we even had some mentor sessions on Skype, which I've done with people for free if I feel led to. And after that, I saw that Israel was reopening for the people that were non-vaccinated, which was completely shocking. I have not taken the vaccine, and I do not think it is the mark of the beast. Of course it's not the mark of the beast. The third temple must be built, and the Antichrist will sit in that temple. The mark of the beast is attached to the beast system. You will know when you take the mark of the beast that you are giving honor to the Antichrist. Okay, so when the third temple is built and the Antichrist sits in there, that's when the mark of the beast will be after that, where you cannot buy or sell unless you take his mark, because the Antichrist mark is attached to him. The beast system is attached to the Antichrist. Now, I have been traveling since COVID. I was in Georgia, went to Armenia, to Belarus, to Turkey, Albania, America, Aruba, the Netherlands, Italy, to Albania, to Turkey, to Greece, back to Turkey, back to Georgia, back to Greece, back to Israel. That's why my next book is called Inspired by the Great Commission, Volume 5, Full Circle, because God kept taking me full circle back to Georgia, back to Greece, and now back to Israel. And after I went to Israel on my last trip, I went to the Netherlands. Look at that, 5. So I purposely went all the way to Georgia and had a picture taken by the very home of the doctor in Georgia that treated me for free on New Year's Eve 2020. I stayed at her house Christmas Eve, full circle, 2 years later. because the number of her house is 5. Yeah, the number of her house is 5, and I knew that, so it's going to be my book cover, the picture of me at her house. So I knew when I went there that that's how my start of my book would be. And God completely surprised me by bringing me here. This is my 7th trip to Israel. No, I did not have to get vaccinated. And all those other countries I have been traveling to since 2020, I didn't need to be vaccinated either. Okay? And somebody attacked me last night and said they didn't want to hear anything I had to say, 666, if I took the mark or whatever. So let me just clear that up. Of course, I have blocked this person because I don't want anybody coming on my channel while I'm preaching the gospel, risking my life and dishonoring me. It's not a good way to start the introduction of who you are. So, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Let's try to get along with each other. Whether somebody got the vaccine or didn't get the vaccine, let's try to love one another, okay? God bless from Jerusalem.